Hi, Cailen here from Calm Biz, and I know I'm still in my yoga clothes, but I got a question from one of my readers, and I wanted to make a little video about it because I think the question could benefit a lot of you. So this question comes from Lisa Neiman Madsen, and she wrote me a little note. It says, "Great tips, love your videos that are quick and to the point and only take a few moments but without losing importance. Wonder what tips you would give someone who has just made a business for herself and then gotten pregnant. I'm afraid of losing everything I've worked for on my maternity leave." So first and foremost, Lisa, great question, and good for you about thinking about how to keep moving forward with your business, even with a little baby on the way. So I think the most important thing to think about here is how to sort of compartmentalize your business. I think one of the things we get stuck with a lot of times is that there seems to be so many moving parts to put in play that we get overwhelmed and then wind up doing nothing. So batch it into broad strokes. Think about your current business, what you need to do day to day that keeps your business moving forward. Things like responding to emails, meeting with clients or students, classes that you might need to teach, and all that back office stuff that you need to take care of. And for example, like sending out a weekly newsletter. All that stuff keeps your business moving forward on a day-to-day basis. Now, the other broad category to think about is future business. And this is the stuff you're going to put in play that really helps your business to grow. So now that you've had those two big categories, you're going to take a look at your week and see how much time you actually have available, or how much time you're willing to make available now that you have a little baby in your life. So let's say you have 5 hours that you want to work with. And I know that might not seem like a lot, but that's 1 hour a day, or maybe 2.5 hours 2 of those days. And I would recommend thinking about how to batch those tasks together so that you can get more done. For example, if there's a bunch of emails that came in that you need to respond to, instead of peppering them throughout the week, sit down on maybe Wednesday and respond to all of them. And then if emails come in later in the week, you can let those sit to the following Wednesday. I know that might seem like you're leaving people hanging, and there might be timely stuff that you need to respond to more quickly. But in all honesty, being regular about it and consistent, you're more likely going to stay connected to those people that need you than letting things slip by the wayside. Now, moving your business forward with the day-to-day stuff is super important. But thinking about those bigger long-term goals, those are even more important because that is where your business is going. And without laying those things down in place and consistently moving towards your big goals and your big projects, you're not going to keep moving forward. You're just going to be kind of stuck where you are. So even though you have a limited amount of time, I would recommend setting aside some time every week to do one thing that moves you closer to those big goals. And if you're anything like me, I kind of have a whole running list of ideas about future projects. So if you have one of those, oh, there goes my phone. Hold on one sec. If you have one of those, I would recommend that you sit down, you look at that big list, and then kind of reverse engineer it and think about the tasks that you would need to get accomplished to make that big project happen. So for example, if you really want to organize a weekend yoga retreat and you want to do that in a year, break it down and see who you need to contact, what stuff you need to put in place, thinking about the venue and the marketing and all those moving parts of making that retreat happen. And then you can think about what big thing you can try to get accomplished each week to keep moving you forward in that direction. So, Lisa, I hope that this has given you a little bit of clarity about how to keep moving forward in your business, even with your new little baby coming. And I hope that anybody out there who is faced with a similar situation of limited time or work or family responsibilities can make use of this information to kind of compartmentalize your business into current business and future business, and then think about how you can keep moving forward with both of those things on a weekly basis. So as always, you can find more marketing and business tips for yoga teachers over at calmbiz.com. Thank you for joining me.